Hi Libra, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel for this full moon reading in Aquarius. My name is Veroosh and these are some dice I'm going to throw for you guys to get warmed up, okay? Let's take a look. So we have, I haven't seen this one yet. So a happy time for you Libra. I do have good news for you guys today. Then we have the North Node, again, very much in alignment with the astrology that I mean to show you. We have two tens, double 10, 10, 10. I think 10, 10 is a very lucky number, so we'll take that as a positive. And then we have the King energy. So something's really going your way. Now this King does not have like an association with a dignity to it. It's just the King, but that's okay. So this is just an introductory dice roll to take a look at the frequency. Overall, I would say that something pertaining to your destiny is happening at this time, and that's what I was planning on talking to you about today with regard to the astrology. For many of you, this is a relationship reading, although overall this is a full moon reading, not a relationship reading, and it will be concerning a king or your partner. Now, if you're in a same-sex female couple, then maybe it's the more masculine energy of the two of you. If you're gender neutral, then it's maybe the person who has more of a yang energy to them, masculine energy, or maybe at this time they're presenting that way a bit more, so you guys can decide what is the best kind of answer for you. Okay, so here's your chart. I'm going to do a collective reading for Libra for every single for a collective reading for the full moon if I have time, but I felt it was better use of my time to do an individual breakdown and for each of you. And so this is for Sun, Moon, Rising Libra. I know there's a lot of information on the internet that the astrology readings should just be for the rising sign, but you can draw this chart for every single placement. And if you know a little bit about astrology, or maybe you can look it up online, each placement corresponds to kind of to an area of your life or an aspect of who you are. And so that information is there for you. So watch for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, whatever you are interested in at this time. Maybe the North Node in Libra. Hey girl, hey. This is the North Node right here. Okay, so let's talk about this full moon. The full moon is happening in Aquarius on July 23rd, and it's at 1 degree. There's a second full moon that happens in August 22nd in the 29th degree. So we're really the opposite sides of Aquarius. The first one is a Capricorn Aquarius full moon. The second one is a Pisces Aquarius full moon. And in between, Jupiter will enter into Aquarius as well. So there's been a lot of talk about Age of Aquarius frequencies. You know, it's cool to talk about, it's fun, and there is some astrological context to it. And definitely this energy, whether it's the Age of Aquarius or the general Aquarian frequencies that are going to be activated for the next 200 years, it is a part of that energy. It's a sizable event, especially over a period of a month, in which a lot of air sign frequencies will be activated in a positive way, and those are going to be connected well to the North Node in Gemini, which is another air sign. And so these connections are going to really activate strong Aquarian energy, which is great for your placement because you're a Libra. So let's talk about first the North Node, because the North Node is with the star Aldebaran. We've talked about this. And then Saturn is here in Aquarius. Now, Saturn is one of the rulers of Aquarius, the traditional one. And so it is in rulership in Aquarius alongside this full moon. That makes this full moon stronger. The sun is in Leo, in rulership in the sign of Leo, the only sign it rules. And so therefore, this whole full moon becomes much stronger. Not quite an eclipse, but in a different way it has a lot of resonance because of all the transits being in rulership and being activated. And so for you that's important because Saturn is creating a trine to the North Node. And if you have placements between 7 degrees to like maybe 12 or 13 degrees of Libra, then this is a grand trine for you. It's a very nice grand trine, and it's activating the Saturnian energy in the 5th house, which is sort of like a clearing house for your love life at this time. Clearing out whatever doesn't work, whether you're single or taken, and adapting it to things that are betterly Grammarly, Veroosh, Grammarly, they're betterly adapted, right, in the 5th house. So you have a lot of these transits right now, and here's the good news concerning this little happy flower. There's a lot of aspects around this full moon that are of a relationship nature. So all of these transits of Jupiter, moon, and the second full moon in Aquarius are happening in your 5th house of romance. And so this, in some ways, is bringing a lot of opportunities and growth with regard to your romantic life. If you're in a couple, this is giving you a romantic time during your connection. And if you are single, then this is expanding your area of possibilities with regard to love, despite the fact that Saturn is there as well. Saturn is just clearing out the nonsense. So anything that's not good for you will likely not work at this time. However, Jupiter is going to bring in a lot more opportunities through July 28th through December 2021. So you have a nice long transit of Jupiter there. Jupiter has like a very divided transit of Aquarius this year. It's been about 5 months in Aquarius and then another 4 months at the end of the year with a short stint in Pisces. So what you're seeing here is this second part of it, whatever may have begun from December 2020 until May 2021 may spark up again. So if you've been seeing someone and it sort of died down or quieted down, the sparks could fly, and within your relationship, the romance may flare up again as well, despite the fact Saturn's there. So let's give this even more perspective with regard to love, because you do have a very nice love transit here. We have the South Node with Sagittarius in your 3rd house. That's a release of conditioning that you have experienced around love, which means like things that you learned as a child with regard to love, about what's good and about what's bad, and maybe preconceptions that are working against you can be released with this energy. You can also tap into frequencies that worked really well for you in the past, such as, inhibitions that may have been blocked may be released, and you can embrace your true sense of self, who you were when you were younger, who you intended to be before you started to deal with the world. So it's like a get back to you sort of transit, the Sagittarian South Node. So that's activated, and that's on a sextile to Saturn, which we just talked about. And in the 5th house, remember, that was like the clearing of relationships, clearing of bad circumstances out of your life. And Saturn is in a sextile to Chiron. In the 7th house of partnership, Chiron is also retrograde. This is a very good transit because while it was direct, it sort of brought up, or has been bringing up, issues of partnership, why you may have partnership struggles at certain times, or what they may be, so that you can learn from them, address them, and grow. Then when Chiron is retrograde, you are then given the opportunity to apply the things you've learned, or really think back to the past regarding what kind of partnership energies you like and why. And so this is beginning for you. This is, sextiling Saturn and loosely trining the South Node. And then it's also sextiling the North Node, which is the head of the dragon, right? So the direction we're going. And this is really the exciting part, because it's kind of like jumping from lily pad to lily pad through your entire chart towards you, where you get the expansion point. So the North Node in Gemini is very fortuitous for you. It has a lot to do with as I said, releasing the conditioning, the blueprint that doesn't work, addressing your relationships and making sure that they're healthy. That's Saturn in the 5th. And then in terms of partnerships, understanding what aspects of partnership are good and which aspects of partnership are working against you. And with it being retrograde, you have more opportunity to integrate your lessons up until this point. And then that leads directly to the North Node, which is your way forward. So alongside this full moon in Aquarius, in this full moon in Aquarius, you have this openness. And like, once again, those of you who have those placements from 7 to 13 degrees Libra, there's this activation point just magnifying that. So in human talk, this is essentially healing a lot of relationship issues. And it's giving you an opportunity to make a big leap forward with regard to relationships and take steps in your life towards more productive relationships, or by addressing relationship dynamics and making them better, taking leaps in your life with regard to other aspects of your life as your relationships are harmonious at this time. So 10-10 North Node, that's what I was saying earlier with this, just to bring your attention back to the dice. And then we have the sun. It's not the sun, it's like a happy little hippie flower. So openness, and the king, which is like success. So no matter what your situation, single, retired, or fired, whatever your situation is, I think that it's like a very good path for you to take at this time. Relationship issues will smooth out and things will go better. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards regarding the issue. So we have Knight of Cups. A lot of this openness, reaching out to others. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Not always, but there we have the Moon, Pisces. Maybe somebody has feelings for someone, and finally somebody's provoking a conversation about it. We have the Eight of Cups. The Moon can signify that there's a secret admirer, and the Knight of Cups is like maybe you or the other person saying, hey, what's up? You've been blushing a lot around me. Should we have a conversation? Like something like that. And then we have the Eight of Cups, Saturn in Pisces, and Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Also air sign energy in there, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Let's see the next message. We have the Magician. This feels like the masculine reaching out to the feminine. So whoever takes on the more masculine role is the instigator or the frequency. Then at the center we have Sagittarius, Temperance card. Okay, a clear approach. It really feels like somebody's working up the nerve to talk to someone, or someone's been like warming someone up for a while, or like, yeah, just kind of buttering them up a little bit. Then there's the Eight of Swords. Let's see, what else? Someone doesn't see the point, or they're kind of hard of seeing of what's actually going on. Nine of Cups. This really feels like someone around you wants to instigate a relationship. Now let's bring our attention back to the sun a little bit, because this is like your space around you. And the sun is in the 11th house. So your friendships, sort of your connections with others, illuminate what's going on for you in your area of just manifesting your desires or bringing your desires to life, including love. So a lot of this connection comes through your connection with your friends. So there's someone around you who has a lot of ability to influence change, to instigate transformation. They have the ability to grant wishes. This is Jupiter in Pisces, by the way, and Jupiter will be in Pisces for the next 5 days until July 28th. And then we'll be back in December. We have the 10 of Rods and 6 of Pentacles. That's Moon in Taurus energy. I feel like there's a lot of generosity around you. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel as though there's a lot of generosity around you, Libra, and I feel like people are coming in to help you a lot. I feel like there are maybe some things around you that are unclear or uncertain, but I feel also at the same time that other people are invested in helping you and helping you figure those things out. So take it one step at a time. You have so many allies at this time. You have so many people who are at your side and in a good way around you. Let's see this message. Who are favorable to you or otherwise in a positive position to you. And I feel like you may be doubtful sometimes that the good energy is coming. On the bottom of this is the Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But this could be also you, Libra, in some way. Like protecting what you have, protecting what's yours. Let's take a look back from the start. I was just drawing some conclusions from the cards, but moving back a little bit, I feel as though there's a situation around you at this time that has a certain degree of uncertainty around it. I feel like there's definitely a situation that has been ongoing, uncertain, or maybe a little bit hazy and dark. And I feel like now is the time that someone has less feelings towards it, is concerned less by it, and is desensitized to it a bit more. And you might see that there are people who are willing or able or ready to address the issue. This may involve dishonesty, but it may also involve miscommunication. So it's not necessarily nefarious. In fact, nothing else in this reading is suggesting double dealing or something really bad. There's someone around you who's a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Libra, who's very lucky for you. If it's not an earth sign, then it's someone who puts in a lot of work and has a very good energy towards working on things. They have a commitment towards a business. And so I think they're bringing business in for you. And I think that business is bringing you money. I think that maybe some of you don't know how to put certain things together in your life at this time. And so I feel as though people who have like maybe computer knowledge or some other type of technical knowledge, financial knowledge, are here to help you to understand whatever the missing link is, whatever is the part that's the misunderstanding. There's also a person around you. I think they're your friend. Like I said, that sun energy in Leo in your 11th house is activated, who may help you with some of the burdens that you're carrying. So some things that may be heavy or difficult for you may be quite easy for this person to help you with. And so this person feels very lucky to me, and I think that they're helping you to address some of the things that are weighing on you at this time. The Sagittarian card in the center, the Temperance card, is suggesting that there's a slow process of improving situations, taking it one step at a time towards a positive outcome and towards sharing in positive directions. So I feel as though there's people who are working together as a community towards good outcomes and towards good resolutions of circumstances. Now, again, I feel like you may be feeling sort of like doubtful at times, or maybe not critical, but definitely not 100% sure whether or not this is going to work out. But there's all these indications that you have all this support and you have all of this positive influence to help you pull things in a good direction. So if you're feeling at this time like things are groggy, things are not clear, as if someone has left your side, like if you had a business partner and they sort of dipped on you, if they left, then it's very likely you might feel some degree of doubt about the future and the outcome of the situation, but it feels as though good material things are entering into your life. So when I looked at the astrology, I was assuming a love and relationship reading, which it may be for some of you. This might be pertaining to your relationship, feeling left out in the cold and then people stepping in to help. But I think for many of you, this is business. This is work and business, partnerships, inspiration, and wherever you have been feeling like held back or held down, I feel as though people in your community around you are putting in a lot of effort to help you to find resolutions to these matters, to have good outcomes, especially on the financial front. And I feel like there's this magician around you has such means to make your life better that you may want to pay special attention to them at this time. Libra, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back for more. I have a Libra playlist with lots of extra videos if you're interested. They'll be also here in the click-through. I'm thinking of doing a collective, although I'm not sure I'll have time. In the event that I do have time, I will put it here at the end of the video and in the description. Okay? Have a wonderful full moon, Libra, and we'll be back for the other full moon next month and other things in between. Take care. Bye.